Hi, my name is Joseph, and I'm an economist. Today, I'm going to be talking about both demand and supply. Firstly, demand is defined as a consumer's willingness and ability to pay the price for a specific good or service. Next, supply is the total amount of a specific good or service that will be available to consumers. So today, we will be talking about the determinants of both supply and demand and how it will affect, firstly, the supply curve, which is the relationship between quantity supplied and the price, and the demand curve, which shows the relationship between the quantity demanded and also the price.
Law of demand states that when the price of the good change and everything else remains the same, the quantity demand change and there is a movement along the demand curve.
Find a drink. Find a drink. Hey, buying a drink. How much?
$5 for this.
Yeah.
Wow, you know I go other shop sell. I go other shop buy much.
But my one is much better.
No, it's okay. I'm running out of time now. Okay.
$5 drink. Yeah. $1 for drinks. How is it? Ada M1. Hey, $1 per drink. $1 per drink. $1 per drink.
$1 per drink.
Thank you.
Here, as the price of drink decrease, quantity demand change and there is a movement along the demand curve to the right.
Will instead cause a change in demand. When income increases, the consumers will tend to buy more of the goods and the demand curve shifts rightward.
Wow, got a lot of money today. What to buy? I know what to buy now. Soft drinks.
Here, Joe's got a pay rise and now his demand for drinks will increase at the same time. This causes the demand curve to shift rightwards.
A substitute is a good that can be used in place of another good. When the price of a substitute changes, it will also affect the demand of the good at the same time. We use an example of Espresso Lab and Nescafe, both coffee drinks.
Just now the espresso lab, $7. How about this for? $2. Why would I want to spend something so expensive for something that is almost the same as what I just got? Cheapskate.
Here, Joe was put off by the high price of Espresso Lab's coffee and opted for the cheaper drink. This will now cause the demand for Nescafe drink to increase, leading to a shift of the demand curve to the right.
Moving on to supply, the law of supply explains that with other things remaining the same, the higher the price of a good, the greater is the quantity supplied. Here, Kevin's consciousness pays him a visit and advises him to increase the price of his canned drinks in order to get more profits.
which also leads him to supply more drinks at the same time.
Your business is doing very good, right? 1 ringgit per pen. Is it enough for you to earn a lot of money? Buy Lambo, Ferrari, bungalow, buy bag for a girlfriend? Try to think about it. Change your price, increase your price. You need to increase the output. Increase your profit.
With this, the quantity supplied increases in accordance to the price increase, and there is a movement along the supply curve to the right. Next, moving on to how expected future prices will affect the supply.
I'm Daisy, welcome to Johor Planet. Here's a breaking news. Recently, there has been a nationwide shortage of rice. This may be due to the drastic drop in supply by the producer. As early as this month has been a widespread rumors that the price of rice may increase within this month, and this may have led producers to reduce their stock in order to take advantage of the incoming price hike. We approach a consumer on his view of the shortage.
You want to know how bad is the condition? See, not even half of my container is filled up. Last time the price of the meat increased, no meat. Now, rice increased, no rice. What we eat? Huh?
From this newsreel, we know that when the expected future price of a good rises, the supply of the good today decreases, and thus the supply curve will shift leftwards.
For the determinants of supply, the prices of factors in production, such as labor and material costs, can affect the minimum price that a supplier is willing to accept for producing each quantity of that good. So a rise in the price of a factor of production would decrease the supply. Another determinant would be the state of nature. Natural forces, such as the weather, can have a big impact on the supply of a good. Such example of weather may include thunderstorms, floods, fires, and occasionally hurricanes.
Hello, John's Paddy Company. What? You want to increase the price of your seeds? You know how many crops I'm having right now? Not just one, you know. You want to increase the price of every one seed. You know how much I need to pay, and how much supply I got, huh? And you want to increase the labor as well. Serious? Wait, hold on. I'm getting another call right now. I'll settle you later. Hello? Huh? Thunderstorm at the paddy field? Wow, you know the crops how? Flood as well. Oh my god. Then how are you gonna get the crops at the end of the year? How supply how?
From this, we know that a rise in the prices of factors of production and also bad weather will decrease supply and shift the supply curve leftwards.
And that concludes our presentation for today. I really do hope that this presentation has actually helped you on your economics, and I hope that you had fun watching it too. Thank you.